Welcome back to Literocity. I am here with our staff developer, Miss Kristen Spang, and we are about to talk about our new teacher expert series designed to help inexperienced and new teachers learn from their experienced peers and also to help established teachers learn from their colleagues as well. Kristen, who are we kicking this series off with today?
We are actually here at Dixie Hollins with Miss Jodie Lynd Henderson. We are lucky to have her in our teacher expert series. It really is truly giving teachers an opportunity to see firsthand what's happening in the classroom from one of their peers. So I think it's just a wonderful experience for them to have.
We're going to basically break it up into three sections. We're going to talk about like engagement and some things that I found, and I want to kind of focus a little bit on argumentative writing. A lot of English teachers are kind of at that place getting ready for the FSA. And then we're going to talk about also organization and kind of like some grading ideas and how to make grading a little bit easier, and getting kids to have all their supplies and kind of being prepared for class and how you can be organized as well. And then also just processes and just some practices that I've learned to put into place from my first few years of teaching when it was pretty rough.
So tell me, what was the pivotal moment that led to you having a focus on classroom processes?
My second year was really when I decided that I needed to get a handle on that. It was a pretty rough year for me. I had a lot of what felt like disengagement, and I felt very frustrated. I was going home upset a lot. And so I was very lucky to have good mentors. I had a couple of people here that are still good friends of mine that I talked to, and you know, they were pretty decent classroom managers. And so I started thinking, well, it's all about the processes. They don't really know what I'm expecting. They don't really know, like, where am I getting frustrated? And I would find that where I'm getting frustrated is the exact points where there's a breakdown in my expectation of them and what they're delivering for me. So there's something missing there. And so I just started focusing on one little thing at a time. And it was really my second year that I started kind of trying to get a handle on it. Those of you that are having trouble with having them engaged while they're reading, this is an awesome strategy. I have found it to work very well. I'm big on accountability. Just marking the text is really not enough for me. I believe that they need to be taking notes. And what dialectical journaling is it's basically like 2-column notes. So you would take your sheet of paper and fold it in half long ways, and on the left side, they have a quote from the text. And you're the teacher, you can make it 10 quotes, you can make it 5 quotes, however long the text is. So they literally are just copying down quotes that they get out of the text that they find valuable. And on the other side, on the right side, is their personal response to it. So they can ask a question. It's something that is confusing them. They can make a prediction. So this is kind of, where I think this is going to go. They can have like a little like Oprah aha moment, right? Where they're like, oh, I totally get that. That makes sense to me now. And
it's nice to hear other people's ideas and their different take on maybe something that you're doing, but they're doing it better or doing it differently. It might work better.
So are you finding it helpful to learn from a teacher colleague, a peer?
Absolutely. I think that having another teacher present is helpful because they're doing the same work that we're doing, so they know where we're coming from. They're not removed from the classroom, they're in there every day, and so they know what works and what doesn't.
Okay, so that actually is a fantastic point, and that's what we're hoping to accomplish with our teacher expert series, is that teachers from all out the district can come in and see what is happening in another teacher's classroom, because it is so important. I mean, you mentioned that was one of the things that really helped guide you along so that you could, in fact, become an expert in this area. Can you speak a little bit more to that?
Well, I think that, I talked to some teachers around here and work side by side with teachers around here, and that's always good conversation. But as far as the training went, like newer teachers that haven't had a lot of experience, one thing that we did at the training was we did like a little post-it note chart where they put down feedback of what they wanted to get out of the training, and then they put down as they left what they did get out of it and the results and kind of like how they felt when they were leaving. And a lot of people said that they felt they got things that they could actually implement, which is, I think, the whole point. I mean, when you go to trainings, I always feel like if I go to a training and I walk away with something I can use the next day, it was worth my time.
Thank you for joining us. We hope that you enjoyed that. For the entire lesson, please go to Inside the PCS Classroom.
We're really excited about this Teacher Expert Series. We hope you are too. Please stay tuned for more.
I am Jennifer Duda.
I'm Kristen Spang.
We'll see you next time.